Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Katherine, and this is day 3 of Ambassador Bootcamp Basics. I'm so thrilled that you've been following along this far, and the whole reason that I'm doing this is to help you get started strong with your Plexus business and your Plexus journey, and to get you the tools that you need in your hands to be successful. And so I'm just really thrilled that you've tuned in today. The last 2 days that we've talked, the information has been really pertinent, whether you joined to start a business or whether you joined simply for a great deal and for wholesale costs. And today is no different. Whether you joined to really get started and to bring in some extra income for your family, or whether you are looking for a really great deal with wholesale, then this information is relevant to you. Our first day we talked about some lingo that you need to know and some terms that you need to know to be started strong, and then also how to navigate and to use our Facebook team pages, and then also how to use and to navigate through your back office. And yesterday we discussed the 11 different ways that we're paid. Woohoo, go Plexus! And one of those ways that we're paid is through commissions and through ambassadors joining your team. And so in order to earn commission and to have a really great high PV, and in order to have people joining your team, you have to share about Plexus with them. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about one of the most important things that you can do for your Plexus business, and that's to share Plexus with everyone you know. And that might seem kind of like a bold statement to share with everybody you know, but when you understand how amazing the products are and the opportunity that the business has to really impact lives, then you can't help but share it with everyone. So we're going to talk a little bit about what that looks like and how we go about sharing. So I want to start by reminding you that of this success guide. It is awesome, and in chapter 6 they talk about this really in depth, and so it's a great chapter to read. They give you lots of tools and thoughts about how to talk about things, and so I highly recommend that you, if you don't have your success kit yet, that when you receive it in the mail that you turn to chapter 6 and check it out. All right, this is more than we can talk about today. But let's start with the way that you most likely heard about Plexus. It's definitely the way that I heard about Plexus and the way that my best friend heard about Plexus, and that is through Facebook. If you are on this team, if you're on my team in my downline, then you are very likely on Facebook. So let's talk a little bit about how to share about Plexus and through Facebook, and how Facebook can help you to grow your business. The first thing that is super, super important is to know your why. Why did you join Plexus? What are you hoping to get out of the products? What are you hoping the business can do for you and your family? What are your dreams? You probably already know your why. You know why you've jumped into this with us. But if you don't, your upline can help you to articulate that and to think through and to clarify why Plexus. And people join Plexus for 3 main reasons. And you joined Plexus for one of these reasons. People join for weight loss, they join for wealth, or they join for wellness. And so those 3 things: weight loss, wellness, and wealth. And don't discount that wealth piece. Many people join because of the business opportunity. And we know that statistics say that most homes that are facing foreclosure could be avoided with as little as $500 extra a month. And so many people can be changed by that extra income. That, don't discount it. Plexus is huge for that. This business is full of ups and downs, and highs and lows, and knowing your why will help you to stay grounded, and it keeps wind in your sails when things get hard. It drives you and it motivates you to keep going. So my why: we joined Plexus because of wellness. We had a family member who had some gut health struggles, and we really wanted to address that as a family. And then I personally wanted to use the products to lose some baby weight. And so I want to be able to be the best wife and mom I can be for my family. Financially, I'm a stay-at-home homeschooling mom. I don't have a lot of opportunity to add to our family's income, but Plexus allows me to do those things that I've been called to do with my family, and to still bring in and generate an income that can impact our family. We're through Plexus, we're able to accomplish things that we couldn't have even dreamed of outside of Plexus. And so that's really huge for my family. That's my why, and that's what keeps me going even when things get difficult. So you've thought about your why. You also want to think about your first post, and that's definitely something you want to connect with your upline about. Let them help you think through the best way to communicate with your audience. For me, it was a little teaser. I posted something about changes coming my way and how I was excited about that. And you might want to be more blatant and just put it out there. Hey, this is what I'm doing, and I'm so excited. Come join with me. Either way, you want it to be catchy, you want it to be creative, and you want people to stop and to read it and to be intrigued by what you're doing and what you're posting about. And so you might be thinking right now, hey, wait a minute, Katherine, I'm not ready to post on Facebook. I want to wait. That was me. I didn't even want to join Plexus until I was 8 months pregnant when we joined, and I told my husband I didn't want to join until the baby was born, and I had started to see weight loss happening after that. But I went ahead and jumped in, and I want to tell you, your friends and your family want to do it with you. You have a huge network of people, and if you don't share with them, somebody else will, and you want to be the one, right? People will join with you because they trust you and they like you, and that's exactly what I found as I started sharing our gut health journey and our journey to better wellness. I was very surprised at the people who jumped out of the woodwork to join with me because they knew me and they trusted what I said about Plexus. So don't wait. Make sure that you jump in there and don't wait. You want a couple things you want to know about Plexus, or about Facebook rather. The prime times to post on Facebook are in the morning from 7 to 9 a.m. as people are getting up and getting ready for work, getting kids out the door. Lunchtime when they stop to eat lunch and check their phones. And then again in the evening from maybe 8 to 10 p.m. or 9 to 11 p.m. And that's probably the time that gets the most traffic and is the most active. So you want to know those things as you think about when to post. You also want to know your audience. A lot of my personal friends have young kids, and so I post a lot about the energy that I have, the great sleep that I'm getting, and other mom perks that my friends might be interested in. My friends, most of them aren't grandparents, and so I'm not going to focus on those things that people my parents' ages might be interested in. I'm going to focus more on things that apply to families with young children, elementary age kids, and teenagers. You want to make your posts personal. We're going to talk in a minute about how you can share posts, but you still, regardless of whether you're sharing a post or writing it yourself, you want it to be personal to you. People want to connect with you, and when you post a picture of yourself, it's maybe holding a product or holding your pink drink, people are a lot more likely to stop and to watch than if it's a picture of a canned graphic. And so your personal story of what you're experiencing is far more engaging and connects to real life. So any way that you can connect to real life, people will be interested in, and they will be much more likely to stop and read it. But in addition to Plexus, you don't want to just kind of spew Plexus over everyone. You want to keep them engaged in your life, because your friends are your friends on Facebook for a reason. They want to keep up with what's going on with you. You don't want to post about Plexus at the exclusion of everything else, because people will tune out and they won't stay engaged with you. So you also want to think about finding your niche. For me, there's four main things that define me. 1, I love Jesus. 2, I'm a wife and a mom. 3, I love to work out. And 4, I love to make healthy meals for my family. And so those are kind of the things that I post about. That's kind of my niche. And so you want to kind of find your niche and find what is it that really makes you you, and continue to post about those things. You want to make sure that you're being consistent. People will watch you for months and maybe even for years before they decide to jump in with you, and being consistent builds credibility. So if you post for several months and then take a huge month-long break, people are going to wonder, where did you go? What happened? Does it not work for you? Or why did you lose passion? And so you want to be consistent. Even if that's just once a day, you want to be consistent. I encourage you to post 2 to 3 times a day about Plexus, and then another 1 or 2 times a day about the rest of your life. Even if you don't get a lot of interaction, and if you don't get a lot of likes and comments, keep going because people are watching. We don't always understand the algorithm that Facebook uses to show people posts and for your post to show up into my newsfeed, but you want to keep posting and be consistent so that people do see it. We want to talk real quickly about cold messages, and there are a lot of great videos that have been done by some of the top ranks in our company about how to send messages to people about Plexus without being too long, saying too much, or being too salesy. And so I'll see if I can't find some of those videos and share those with you. But what I want you to know is that you need to be personal. You want to connect with the person that you're messaging, and you want them to respond to you. So we say on our team that the best way to do this is 5, 3, 1. So you want to send every day, you want to reach out to 5 new people about Plexus. You want to follow up with 3 potential customers or 3 people who are already customers, and you want to train 1 person. That 1 person can be yourself, or if you've already started to build a team, it can be someone on your team. But when this is an incredibly successful method for growing your business, and when people do this, they see growth. And so I encourage you, think about that 5, 3, 1. If that feels way too overwhelming for you, think about reaching out to 2 people a day for the rest of the month. Today is the 11th of July. If you reached out to 2 people every single day for the rest of the month, that would be 40 people that you've reached about Plexus, and you would be surprised at the way that people respond. Another great way to share about Plexus with people is through events. And it's something that I highly recommend. When people come together, there's an energy and an enthusiasm that is contagious. So connect with your upline and see what's a great option for you. There are a few different things. You could do a launch party where people come to your house and there is not an opportunity to buy anything, so you can just tell them, hey, come support my new business, come hear about it. It's just information. I'd love to have you. You can do a sip and see, where it's just what it sounds like. People get an opportunity to taste Slim, and they get a chance to hear about the products. It can be really informal, where you're just sitting around chatting, or it can be a little bit more of a formal presentation where you have a PowerPoint. You can do things online. You can do a Facebook sit and see, which is a really fast-paced event and a lot of fun. Great way for people to learn about Plexus from the comfort of their own home. You can also do a Zoom meeting or a Google Hangout, where maybe I would present the opportunity to your friends. They tune in online in their jammies and get to hear about it that way. Regardless, don't wait. Get with your upline and plan what works best for you and for your family. And so what happens when people respond? What do you do? How do you follow up with that? You don't have to have all the answers. Just know that that people don't expect you to. They know that you're new. You can pull in your upline for a 3-way chat to help you troubleshoot and ask questions, and you can introduce that by saying, hey, this is my Plexus guru as I'm getting started in learning. And then your upline can really help you to figure out what's best for that person. And it's a great way for you to learn as well. Your upline is committed to helping you and wants to see you succeed. So I highly encourage you to bring them in and let them help you however they can. And then lastly, I want to talk real quick about using Plexus posts. As you start to gain Plexus friends, you'll see more and more posts and things that you really like. And we totally are supportive of sharing those, of using each other's posts. You do want it to be personal, but you want we are a big team and a big family, and so we want to support each other in that way. You can use bufferapp.com. It's a free service that allows you to schedule 10 posts at a time, and so you can use that. It's great when you're super busy. But then I also want to encourage you to copy and paste directly to your status update, and don't just click share, because when I click share on one of Andrea's posts, my friends are going to go to her post when they read that. And as much as I love Andrea, I want my friends to purchase from me, not from her. So actually copy and paste into your newsfeed. And so that's what I have for you today. Those are the things that I wanted to cover. That's the very heart of what we do, sharing Plexus with other people. So tune back in with me tomorrow, and we'll talk a little bit more with our Ambassador Bootcamp basics.